So what is support and resistance? Support and resistance is where the market stops for a few times. For example, from this area the market stops there for some times, and these areas market stops for some time. So when the multiple peaks of the chart stops at a certain points on a chart, we call it as resistance or support. For example, if I draw the resistance line, there is the resistance lines. Why? Because multiple price peak stops at certain points. Remember, resistance or support is not an exact line, it's just an estimated areas where the future price can stops. For example, this area the price is hits there for multiple times, but this is not an exact line. We have some chaos below that, and we have some above the price. So this is the range where the market is potentially gonna reverse in the future. And when the support or resistance break, it becomes the opposite. If the resistance get broken, it becomes support, and when the support gets broken, it becomes resistance. I mean, in the near future it acts as a resistance or support. Look at that, exactly what happened there. If you see, the resistance lines was there, we have resistance there. When the market broke through and came back later, it becomes support, and a market bounces from the exact line. So there we go. So now we just have found another resistance line there, so mark that, and it becomes resistance there. So we are expecting a future price reaction point at that point. So let's play forward and look at that. We have the reaction at the resistance level, and it's reacting again, and finally it broke through, and we are expecting to bounce back to the support line, and it will bounce, and there is a high likelihood chance that it's gonna reverse again, but it never came back. We can draw another resistance line there like this, and we are expecting it to bounce back again to act as a support line, but it never. Yes, it acted as a support line again because it broke through the resistance line, as I told earlier, and it becomes a support, and it's bounced and showed some reaction. This is enough to make some little profit. Now if this line broke through at the bottom, it will become a resistance again. Yes, it became resistance again, and the price is bouncing from above, and it's rejecting. Hopefully it will go more down. Yes, it did, and it's moved to a few pips, so it's more than enough to make some profit. So we formed a new resistance there and there, and we have formed some support area at there because there is some noise where the price recently showed some reaction there. So we are expecting for a bounce from that area. So we have support and we have resistance, so we are expecting some reaction at that kind of area. So let's check this out. Yes, this was a big reversal from the resistance, so we are expecting another movement from the support area below. So it's rejecting again, and it broke through. It will act as a resistance. So we formed a new support, resistance, there, and what price did is it went there, went through the area, and it bounced back. So it was acting as a resistance line there. So if price went back, if price goes back to this area, it will act as resistance again. So yes, another one, and it acted as a resistance line and bounced price further down. So we have new support area there like this. So we are expecting a price movement from below. So let's check this out. So yes, we have another bounce from there, and it is reacting from the resistance line. So it's working now. It broke through, but we have a resistance lines above there. This is an area we are expecting a bounce, a reversal, as price just spiked up. Let's check this out, but it never hold it. So we are expecting to act as a support. Price is going upward. Yes, exactly, that is happened. Price came back to the support and bounced back from the resistance. As we know that if price break any resistance or support line, it becomes the opposite. So it broke this resistance line, and now the resistance line is acting as support and price is bouncing. But we have another resistance area there, so price will have a hard time to break above this line. So let's take carefully, and it broke. Where did it go? It went there, this resistance line. So this resistance broke, and now it is acting as support again. So it's reacting there. Price went through, but it didn't hold much. 1.5x hold. So yeah, so we can delete it now. So it's no longer need there. We forward our chart. We can see, yes, our support acting as resistance again, as I said earlier. So it's there. This was the support line, but for this price this was the resistance line. So it's acting as a resistance. Now it's repelling the price down furthermore like this. But now where did it go? We go again to the support from the previous price chart. Look at this. We have tons of chaos there, like there, and yes, but it broke through. Now it will act as a resistance line again. Let's check this out. Yes, it did show some reaction. It broke through. Now price is moving towards our resistance lines again, and we are in support again. So we are expecting a bounce. Yes, a little bounce, and price broke through, went up. Now finally the price broke the support line. Now it will act as a resistance in the future. Let's check this out. Okay, we are in the resistance, but it didn't hold. Price is moving towards our previous resistance line. Now we are at the current time. So that's how support and resistance theory work. That's how price reacts inside the support and resistance area. That's how the market works. It's all about market texture and nothing else. So you don't need to set up an indicator like this. It's a pure naked chart you can use to analyze the market, just using pure support and resistance areas. So that's how the market rhythm, market structure works. That's how you should trade.